Hi all, welcome to our channel RK Data Labs, and today we are going to continue our Linux and Unix series, and we are into day number 2 of this series successfully. So in my previous video I might have given instructions like how to execute top 30 basic commands in Linux prompt. So those commands are very effective in our day-to-day daily activities like creating directories, creating a 0 byte files, and creating a user, adding a group, and giving couple of Unix permissions, and like giving all such information beautifully using a single touch commands, right? So you might have seen a commands repository I might have shared you in my previous video. Today the agenda is very simple. How are we going to write a simple shell script? Okay, and then how to assign and read variables from shell and bash prompt, and then how to execute a shell script using command line, how to use conditional statements in shell scripting logic, how to remove files using automated way with an important wildcard operator. Okay, so now with this I'm just going into this shell prompt. So with this, what we can do, simply we can just print out the echo $0. So that will tell you like which prompt you are actually working into, either a bash prompt or shell prompt. So now we are into bash. So basically bash script is a subscript of shell script. So all scripts which are extensively which is used in the projects for automating all the day-to-day daily tasks. So now we are going to do a simple automated task like we are going to clear all the unwanted files which we got created now with using shell script logic here. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Before going into that, let me create a new directory. Okay, so you might have remembered that. Okay, let me go into the pwd present working directory. So we are into ec2 user directory. Now I'm going to create a directory. So how should I do? mkdir remove folders, right? I'm just created a folder, and then ls-altr. This is the command used to list out all my files and folders inside to it. So if you see here, there is a new folder got created that indicates a D, which means it's a directory. Now I am going to give a full permission, read, write, and execute for this newly created folder. I've given it. Again I'm executed it. If you see here, there is a change which has all the necessary permissions, which means all the files or folders or whatever present inside this directory are good to use with all the complete permission in it. Okay, so it can able to read, it can able to write and execute accordingly. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to navigate into this directory. So cd, which is nothing but change directory. I'm just clearing my screen. So now I'm into remove folders directory. So now I'm going to create 3 different files. Okay, that is going to be used for our shell scripting automation work. I'm going to similarly create the same pattern of files. If I used to have this command, touch is nothing but a command used for creating a 0 byte file. Test1, test2, test3. All these 3 files I'm going to create in single shot. If I just simply create it, and then as usual ls, you can able to see all these 3 files as files here. So now what I'm going to do immediately, I'm going to give a chmod permission. So I'm not going to give test1.txt, test2 and test3. Simply I'm going to use a wildcard operator. Since all these 3 files are following the same pattern, like only 1, 2, 3, and all these 3 are only changing in this text files, right? So what should I use appropriately? Star. Simple, so simple it is, right? So you are not going to give the exact file name like text1, 2, 3, etc. Simply if the file name is following a same similar pattern, you are going to use a wildcard operator. Okay, so this will be very useful if you don't remember the file name or folder name exactly and completely. Okay, this is one useful trick for you guys. Now, so remember that we have created 3 different files with the same pattern of file name. So now what I'm going to do, so now as you all know, right, so echo is a command. Okay, echo dollar. Okay, maybe let me print some files like test files. Okay, so what this will basically do, it will just print out in your prompt. So this echo command is very effective in order to whenever an execution is getting completed. Okay, so you can make use of this echo command, and you can insert this echo command in beautifully, in some ways, to ensure that the previous or the after command is going to complete, or it was not able to complete it. Like it is just like, for it will be more useful for debugging purpose, guys. Okay, so now I am going to create three different variables. Maybe name, okay, Rajesh, okay, college, okay. I need to assign a variable, right? So you want to use a operator here, equals operator. So I'm just using a college and a university, Chennai. Okay, I'm using three different variables. So variable name is name, and the value is Rajesh. Similarly, I have three different variables printed here. So how should I use these variables in order to print in my echo statement? That's so simple, guys. Dollar. Remember to always add a dollar before a variable name. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print the echo statement with variable dollar name has been studied in dollar college. So this will effectively take this value from this variable in the dollar city. It should pull the value called Chennai at 2007. I'm just executing it. So simple it is, right? All the necessary values have been pulled from the respective variables, and I'm just using the echo statement here. Now I'm just going to create a new shell script. Okay, remove, okay, let me give a valid name called remove files.sh. okay, now if I want to edit this file, I want to simply click on insert mode. So now I am going to give a meaningful comment. This is my first shell script file created. Okay, so now let me give me, so okay, what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to remove all the files which got created, right? Simple. So now you want to mention the complete directory, and what is the, hope it is test folders. Let me confirm it, slash, and you are going to remove all the files in a single shot. Simple. And now once it is done, you want to print out the variable, right? Which means all files are removed. Okay, so this will print like whenever the rm command has been executed, you will be prompted with an echo with the statement called all files are removed from the folder. Now next, I am going to read a variable. Okay, I'm going to have my marks. Okay, read is the one basic command is used to get the standard input. Okay, if you want to get an input from the standard prompt, you want to use a read command. Okay, now I'm going to use an if logic here. Okay, so I'm just going to test it. If the marks is greater than, GT means greater than, LT means lesser than, ET means equal to. Okay, GT, LT, ET. Now I'm going to test whether the marks have been with greater than 40 or not. Okay, so simple, guys. So after if, just put then, and I'm going to print an echo statement. Okay, I'm just printing a variable, else condition echo I'm going to close my loop, right? So then I need to use a fi command. So if you use a if condition, we want to close it with fi statement respectively. Okay, so simple guys. So in this file I have one single command, but this is my first shell script created, and then followed by remove command. This simply clears all the test files which get created now, and then I'm just reading a value from the prompt called marks. So it will prompt a value, we need to enter it, and then if the value is greater than 40, it will print this. Else, if the value is not 40, it's just going to print out this statement. It completes the if statement, and then finally, once all the script is done, we are just going to print out this statement called. Now this test script has been executed completely. So I'm going to save this one. As you know, escape colon W key Q exclamation. Okay, so now let me give full permission for the. Okay, so now let me see this file. It is folders. Yes, it is not remove folders, right? It is test folders. Okay, now I'm going to simply execute my shell script now. So the command used to execute shell script is sh./ okay, so the first statement got completed. It clears all the files. Now you are prompted to enter a marks. Simple. You have entered a marks here 50. So 50 is greater than 40. It just prompted me with the text called yes, you have cleared the examination. This is coming in if block. Okay, it is not going into else statement. And then finally you have successfully printed the echo statement. So let's see this. We don't have those text files right created because this remove files successfully cleared all the test files which got created just now. Okay, so these shell script logic are very useful and effective in our day-to-day activities, like clearing all our unwanted files, making some logic or building explanative logic to have our automation work day-to-day very effectively. Okay, so with this we have come to end of our session today. We are we have completed our exercise, like how to write a shell script effectively. Okay, if you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. In my next video we are going to cover a couple of things, like how to automate all the multiple jobs in a timely scheduled manner. Okay, so thanks guys for watching this video. We'll catch you soon in my next video. Thank you.